Now, in our previous class, we had focused our study on the slave management or the labor management in the Roman Empire. And we have seen that how the slaves or laborers were the backbone of the economy and backbone of the productions, and they had been deployed in the different parts, in the different field or activities, economic activities, in a different productions, agriculture, factories, manufacturing sectors, everywhere they had been there. And how their conditions was. They were just as a used and supposed to be the commodities in the possession of their masters. Understand? And these conditions now make their life full of darkness. Now we have seen that how their rights had been had been taken away. They had no any legal rights. Whatever their master decided, this was their fate. Understand? We have seen that. Now the slaves became the our slaves became where the economy of that. So their management was done very strictly. And one thing was that the supervision system, we see that now supervising of the slaves were the main factors for the raising the production and the taking away the works. Okay, so now we shall see here, and now they had to work in slave gangs. Huh? Slaves were now uh, uh, adjoined together by the feeders, leg by the leg in their feeders, so that they could be the very closely or taken the under the surveillance. Understand and observe their work could be observed by this way. Now, students, now we are going to see that now these methods of the labor management in ancient Rome seems to be the very unjust. It was not just at all and harsh, and it was harsh also. And we see that in most of the uh, in the factory of the modern world also now practiced the enforce the same principles of labor control even today. I have already talked to you that this uh, slavery or the is the it is still existing in the world, but in the different forms, to which it's had the different nature, different structure. Slavery is the prevalent still today in the world. Understand? And now, no doubt, modern slavery is that refined slavery हम कह सकते हैं, sophisticated slavery, जो हमें पता नहीं चलता लेकिन slavery है. Understand? And so we can see that now force industrial establishment and the such, no doubt that so many very harsh and the very strict rules were enforced in the industrial establishment of the Roman Empire. Moreover, now we have get the accounts of the elder the Pliny, who has written the Natural Historica. Now he had uh, now threw the focus upon the this system, slavery system, and now he said, he further explains that explained workers in the frankincense factories had to work under the very strict control. Workers in the frankincense factories. Now this was a aromatic resins, aromatic resins, where the in which the factory this was the prepared in the factory. Now he had through the focus upon the workers who were working this aromatic factory, and where he had now gave his the depiction of that in these words. Now a seal is put on, seal is put upon the workman's apron. उनके जो aprons होते थे, understand, तो उस aprons पर एक there was a now a seal was put upon that. They have to wear mask, उनको मास्क पहनना होता था, and moreover, and or the net with a close mace on their head, and this mace and the mask and with a and or a net, एक net पहनते थे और close mace on their heads, understand, and moreover, before they were allowed to leave the factory, now and premises, factory का जब premises उन्हें छोड़ना होता था, तो now they have to take off their now this kind of the clothes, ये clothes उन्हें take off करना होता था, understand, and the agriculture workers, particularly the agriculture workers, we are forced to work so hard, very difficult, so hard. Agriculture was very difficult task. Understand? That's why, and the hard work was taken from them. So that's why many of the slaves and those who were engaged in the agricultural productions began to and started hating this. They started hitting the agricultural works. So Egyptian peasants started deserting, और इस हमें हम लोग को बहुत सारे इंस्टेंसेस मिलता है कि इजिप्ट तो था, आप जानते हैं कि रोमन एम्पायर में के अंडर में था, अंडर दिस कंट्रोल, तो इजिप्शियन लेबर्स एंड एग्रीकल्चरिस्ट दे started deserting their villages, वो गांव छोड़ के भागने लगे, deserted, and and in the same way workers had to work beyond their capacity in workshop, और इसी तरह से जो वर्कशॉप में काम करते थे, they were engaged in the workers, they had to be the work, hard pressed work they had to perform there. So their condition was in the even in the factory, the condition was not easy, it was too hard work they had. The students, this kind of the situation was prevalent in the factories or in the field also. The field and factory, both the who were working in the both kind of the works, agriculture or manufacturing, they had to work so hard. And now, uh, by the now from a law was passed in 398 AD, or fact law. According to this law, workers were branded, अब उनकी ब्रांडिंग होती थी, understand, given the brand, and and this branding was done क्यों, so that they could not succeed in hiding by running away. Branding इसलिए कि wherever that will be the branding, or wherever they will run away or escape, so they could not escape from their maliks, and they could not run away from the grip of their, and if they dared so, now it was they were bound to be the caught. Why? Because upon their body there was a stamp, there was a brand, so by that brand they could be recognized very easily, and they were again apprehended and brought to the master's. This kind of the situation was prevalent in that, and moreover, students, now it seems that agreement with workers in the form of debt contract were also in. एक और प्रैक्टिस था कि जो लेबर, those who were in debt, जो कर्ज लेते थे, बोरो लेते थे, and they were not able to return back to their lenders, so that in that case they have to be the sign eh, a contract, उनको contract sign करना होता था, and now contract, and the account of an early second century writers tells us, इसके बारे में second century के एक writers ने इसको बहुत ही अपने वर्ड्स में डिफाइन किया है कि नाउ थाउजेंड्स ऑफ सरेंडर देमसेल्फ, उसने इससे थाउजेंड्स ऑफ दोज हु वेयर अंडर द डिप्ड अंडर द डेप्ट, जो बहुत कर्ज ले चुके थे, दे वेर नॉट इन पोजिशन टू पे ऑफ देयर लोन्स और देयर डेप्ट टू देयर लेंडर्स। तो उसमें ये कहा गया कि थाउजेंड्स ऑफ lenders were in the thousands of they were surrender themselves to work in servitude, उनकी कंडीशन इतनी खराब थी, इन सर्विट्यूड thousands of the people and the masses and the lower classes peoples were ready to surrender themselves, surrender themselves now, surrender to work in servitude although they are free, और वो फ्री होने के बावजूद भी despite in having in free state, even there they were bound and they were ready to be uh, to surrender themselves because of their servitude, अपनी गरीबी, अपनी rich conditions की वजह से they were ready to now to join the this kind. Moreover, under these conditions, it meant that number of poor families went into the debt, now bondage, in order to survive. और इसका मतलब है क्लियर ऑब्वियस है कि number of the families who were in debt, who were poor, now they were ready, they were debt bondage in order to survive. वो debt bonded हो गए, यानी कर्ज से बंधे थे, और they had now offered, they surrender and became the debt bonded. कर्ज अगर लिया था तो उन्हें काम thousands of to meet their survivals. We are now another from the letter of Augustus के letters में Augustines के letter में ये लिखा गया है कि now लिखा गया है कि that sometimes parents sold their children. Parents used to sell their children, their nearest one, their dearest one, were sold in the servitude. Now they were sold, and moreover, because and sold their children in servitude for the period of 25 years. लगभग 25 years periods के लिए they used to be the sold. What a conditions! Here's one, अपने बच्चों को सेल कर देना. What a conditions we can understand and we can know. And this and it reveals that economic condition of the masses was not satisfactory. Various part or ये this is not we have just a abundant evidences that to make it clear that conditions of the different parts of the Roman Empire was no satisfactory. उनका life बहुत satisfactory नहीं था, not they had no any prosper lives and more. And second thing is that now masses not satisfied. The problem of the rural debtlessness was the widespread. जो गांव के जो villages में ये debtlessness था, कर्ज में they were dipped into the debt. So this was the prevalent in villages. गांव में देखा गया कि this kind of the debtness was prevalent in the villages. And now moreover, and this the money lenders would use the bond to exploit the workers. ये bond लिखवाते थे, bond पर वो उनसे स्टैम्प, they use the bond and to exploit the workers. And now the revolutionaries in the great JVs और इसकी अगेंस्ट में, इस बॉन्ड और इस एक्सप्लॉयटेशंस के अगेंस्ट में जेविस लोगों ने वहां पे रिवोल्ट किया. नाउ इन द इयर्स ऑफ 66 एडी में वहां पे क्या हुआ, एक रिवोल्ट किया जीव्स लोगों ने इसी बॉन्डेज सिस्टम के अगेंस्ट में. एंड नाउ और दे मोर ओवर they try to garner support the masses by the destroying the money lenders bonds, और उन्होंने they try to gather the support from the masses to destroy the uh, documents and the bonded जो bonds थे उसको destroyed करने के लिए उन्होंने efforts किए, although this Jewish revolt was ruthlessly suppressed and the put down, understand, लेकिन even then they made the efforts against that. Moreover, we can see that money lenders money lenders use the bond to exploit, and however it does not mean at all the labor was the coerced in all part of the Roman Empire. लेकिन ऐसा भी है कि this kind of the similar condition was not rampant everywhere equally. Somewhere labor's condition was rather better, rather कुछ उनका कंडीशंस बेटर था, और हर जगह एवरीवेयर पूरे एम्पायर में ऐसे. एंड कॉन्टेम्पोररी सोर्सेज टेल अस दैट एम्पेरर एनास्टेसियस इन क्लोजिंग ईयर्स ऑफ द 5th सेंचुरी के लगभग एम्पेरर एनास्टेसियस ने क्या किया, एनास्टेसियस ईस्टर्न फ्रंटियर ऑफ सिटी ऑफ दारा इन शॉर्ट पीरियड ऑफ लेश now say less than the 3 weeks by attracting the labor from all over the east and the offering high wages, और उसने लेबर्स को ईस्ट से अट्रैक्ट करने के लिए उसने वेजेज हाई किया. तो ऐसा कहीं कहीं इंस्टेंसेस मिलता है, वी गेट कि हर जगह एवरीवेयर evenly this kind of the situation was not a rampant or sometimes some evidences speaks that their labors were asked, their condition was not satisfactory. We can see, and moreover, here by attracting labors, or we come to know from contemporary कुछ documents मिलता है that there was a substantial growth in the number of wage labor in the parts of material, और जो नंबर ऑफ वेज लेबर सब्सटेंशियल ग्रोथ उनके कंडीशन में कुछ ग्रोथ या कुछ उनके कंडीशंस में बेटरमेंट मिलता है, वी गेट एंड मोर मटेरियल स्पेशली इन द ईस्ट बाय द 6th century AD, we get a certain conditions in that. Students, we see that labor conditions or a slaves management or laborers working in the countryside आपने देखा, आप समझ गए होंगे, तो यू विल गो थ्रू द रीडिंग, अंडरस्टैंड, तो आप रीडिंग के थ्रू आप और इसे अच्छे से समझ, आई होप अंडरस्टैंड. और मोर ओवर सोशल स्ट्रक्चर एंड हिरार्की सिस्टम देखा जाए कि हिरार्की मीन्स ऑर्डर फ्रॉम टॉप टू बॉटम, top to bottom is called as the hierarchy system, like that. Now, hierarchy is what? It is the an orderly descending orders from top to bottom. ये this is called as the hierarchy. Okay, so we have to see here. तो now सोशल स्ट्रक्चर, आप कहीं भी आप पढ़ते हैं सोशोलॉजी में पढ़ते होंगे, सोशोलॉजी के स्टूडेंट जानते हैं कि उन्होंने स्ट्रक्चर पढ़ा, स्ट्रैटिफिकेशन यू हैव स्टडीड ना, उसमें क्या देखते हैं कि एवरी वन इज एट द पोजिशन फ्रॉम लोअर टू द फ्रॉम द हायर टू लोअर, अंडरस्टैंड. तो ये हमारा सोशल स्ट्रक्चर, किसी भी कंट्री का सोशल स्ट्रक्चर वो हायर टू लोअर की तरफ बना है, और स्ट्रैटिफिकेशन है हर सोसाइटी में. और ये किस बेस पर होता है, ये इनइक्वलिटी, इसका मेन फीचर्स क्या है, इनइक्वलिटी बेस पर हिरार्की. हिरार्की का मतलब ही हुआ हाई टू 10 9 8 7 6, ये क्या है? ये एक इनइक्वलिटी है। कोई तो इक्वल 10 10 10 सब इक्वल नंबर नहीं, उसको हम हायरार्की पे कैसे रख सकते हैं? जब सब बराबर हो तो वो क्या होगा? वो हॉरिजॉन्टल होगा, है ना? लेकिन यहाँ पे जो वर्टिकल जो हायरार्किकल सिस्टम है, तो इसमें क्या है? फ्रॉम टॉप टू। तो यहाँ पे जो सोशल स्ट्रक्चर है, कहीं का भी दुनिया का, कभी भी किसी टाइम में आप देखेंगे कि देयर वाज हायरार्की सिस्टम। उसमें एक ऑर्डरिंग थी, एक सोशल ऑर्डर था, पॉलिटिकल ऑर्डर मानिए या एडमिनिस्ट्रेटिव ऑर्डर, सबका होता है टॉप टू बॉटम। तो दिस हायरार्की, तो वहां भी सोशल स्ट्रक्चर जो था रोम में, दैट वाज द हायरार्की सिस्टम वाज एक्सिस्टिंग। और नाउ पर्टिकुलरली टेसिटस, टेसिटस एक हिस्टोरियन था, रोमन हिस्टोरियन। तो ही हैज नाउ gives a lots of information about the hierarchy or leading social groups in the early empire. अपर क्लास एरिस्टोक्रेटिक और सीनेटर, उसमें जो अपर लीडिंग क्लास जो थे, उसमें अपर क्लास और एरिस्टोक्रेसी, who were aristocrats, those who were belong to the ruling class and led the very luxurious life and holding the different position, whether in the administration, in the army, in the judiciary system, or different kind of the system. They hold the position and the ranks. So this kind of the class, this class was called the aristocratic class, very prosperous class, rich class, and holding the different position, whether the administration में, सिविल एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन में, या मिलिट्री एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन में, या जुडिशियरी में, एनीवेयर। तो ये क्लास एरिस्टोक्रेटिक क्लास, वेरी। तो ये एंड इसके साथ साथ और द सीनेटर, सीनेटर वेल्स द आल्सो देयर। So we know the Senate is the very important institution of the Roman Republic की सबसे important institution Senate। तो उसके जो member थे, they were the landlords and they held the different top position, और different जो top positions थे administration के या judiciary या army में, understand? तो they held the sorry, तो दीजिए वेयर द एंड ए सीनेटर मिडिल क्लास। उसके बाद आता है मिडिल क्लास। तो मिडिल क्लास से आता है, उसके बाद आफ्टर दैट मिडिल क्लास है, कहीं भी आप देखते हैं मिडिल क्लास एंड द लोअर क्लास। उसके बाद आफ्टर दैट लोअर क्लास का स्टार्ट आता है सोसाइटी में। ओके, एंड द सोशल ग्रुप्स इन रोमन सोसाइटी, यही सोशल ग्रुप्स वहाँ की रोमन सोसाइटीज की थी। एंड अब हम लोग पहले फोकस करेंगे स्टडी पर कि रोमन, लेट्स सी द aristocratic and upper classes आप देखा जाए तो this no doubt this class was the very rich class, very prosper from every point of view। और this class upper class को वहाँ पे equestrians कहा जाता था। equestrians, understand? equestrians means अगर if you think, इसका means होता है फादर। अगर इसका टर्मिनोलॉजिकल पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से ये करें, एनालिसिस करें, तो इट्स मीन्स द फादर। और दिस एक्सट्रियंस मेन, द मेन कंस्टिट्यूएंट्स ऑफ दिस क्लास वेयर, इसमें कौन कौन थे? सीनेटर्स मेन थे एंड लीडिंग मेंबर्स ऑफ द एक्सट्रियंस, सीनेटर्स एंड एक्सट्रियंस। इसके जो मेंबर थे इनहेबिटेड इटली, ये इटली से ही नहीं बल्कि हर प्रोविंस से बिलोंग करते थे, नॉट ओनली द फ्रॉम द इटली। एक्स्ट्रियन या जो सीनेटर क्लास था मेन, तो ये बिलोंग टू द डिफरेंट पार्ट्स ऑफ द रोमन एम्पायर। रोमन एम्पायर के कई पार्ट्स में से ये बिलोंग करते थे। एंड नाउ बिजनेस इटली, बट also provincial cities because of the business factors, और ये provincial cities में भी ये रहते थे, और बिकॉज ऑफ बिजनेस फैक्टर के पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से, नॉट ओनली एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन, मेनी ऑफ, इसमें जो बहुत से ऐसे थे, दे हैव बीन द असाइंड द हाई जुडिशियल और रिलीजियस पोजीशन। ये रिलीजियस पोजीशन पे होते थे, हाई जुडिशियल पोजीशंस दिया जाता था, और जनरल आर्मी में होते थे, सिविल एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन में ये होते थे, दे वेर गिवन द हाई पोजीशन एंड some of them generals in army in practice of awarding Roman citizenship, and the rank of equestrians to person rendering the commendable service to the state. और इनकी जो रैंकिंग की जाती थी या गुड सिटीजनशिप के रूप में, तो जो रोमन एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन क्या स्टेट का जो गुड सर्विस करता था, rendered the very good and the though they were called, understand, and moreover commendable service to the state, they come in the category of the equestrian. तो अगर स्टेट का बहुत अच्छा सर्विस करता था, उसके लिए बहुत एफर्ट्स करता था, तो they were also given the rank of the equestrians. Yeah, this is the very good things. And moreover, and the equestrians loyal to the emperors, no doubt, naturally, वो emperors के प्रति बहुत ही ज़्यादा loyalty वो express करते थे, loyal थे. And moreover, emperor would appoint them on the prime position in the civil, or emperor used to appoint them in the civil administration, army, और now और लगभग जो सीनेट्स था, सीनेट जो वहाँ की बॉडी थी, that senate body had the almost the 1000 members were in the senate लगभग, and third century में amongst them 50% of the Italian family से belong करते थे. 1000 में अगर देखा जाए तो 50% जो मेंबर थे, they belongs to the Italian family, and the rest of the 50% they had, they persons from the senators equity equates the merge into the united and expanded the state slate. और ये कहीं और स्टेट से ये अपॉइंट होते थे और देन आफ्टर वो एस्केटिक सोसाइटी में मर्ज. So they were out of the Roman Empire. Now, at least half of the states were African or Eastern origin. 50% तो इटालियंस होते थे, रोमन आसपास होते थे रोम के, लेकिन 50% थे वो अफ्रीका से और ईस्टर्न, इनका जो प्रोविंस था ईस्टर्न एशिया था, इधर नॉर्थ अफ्रीका था, तो यहाँ से फ्रॉम दिस एरिया दे यूज टू बी द अपॉइंटेड. तो 50% आउटसाइडर्स, मैंने पहले भी कहा कि वो बाहर के स्टेट से, उसके अदर प्रोविंस से. एंड इवन लेटर ऑन ये सीनेट में भी इनकी, पहले तो सीनेट डोमिनेंट था, केवल इटालियंस ही उसमें होते थे सीनेटर, लेकिन ग्रेजुअली दैट दिस पॉलिसी वाज चेंज्ड ऑन द सीनेटर्स फ्रॉम द अदर साइड, फ्रॉम द अदर provinces began to be the appointed and began to be the chosen. And here the this late Roman aristocracy more prosperous from the economic point of view. और अब जो रोमन aristocracy था, it was the more prosperous and the less powerful than purely military elites in the Middle Age. They were now more powerful in the later जो aristocracy था, वो पहले के जो aristocratics के जो aristocrats थे उनसे ज़्यादा powerful. अब हम लोग देखते हैं नेक्स्ट, वी हैव टू विद स्टडी द मिडिल क्लास. स्टूडेंट्स आज हम लोग बस इतना ही रहने देते हैं. लिस्ट फॉर दैट वी शैल फोकस आवर स्टडी ऑन द मिडिल क्लास. मिडिल क्लास में आप जानते हैं कि ऑर्डिनरी पीपल इंक्लूडेड कनेक्टेड विद द एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन. नेक्स्ट क्लास में हम मिडिल क्लास और लोअर क्लास एक्सप्लेन करेंगे, फिर आगे हम. ओके, थैंक यू वेरी मच फॉर दिस.